Hi, I'm Mark from Celtic Legacy, and you're listening to What's Metal.
Hi, I'm Slim from Celtic Legacy, and you're listening to What's Metal.
Okay, so to be honest, we never featured you before in our show. So it's your chance, first of all, to introduce your band. Just tell us a little bit about your history, what the whole band is all about.
Well, we're a band from Dublin. We've been going about, I'd say, on 6 years. We've done one album which was a total flop, and we've had some good luck. We've come across a fantastic singer, drummer, and guitar player, and myself and Dave have put together a gig and lineup which we hope will take us places. And it's thanks to a man who's actually from Germany. He's from a little place called Oberursel, just outside Frankfurt, and his name is Vladimir Rubik. So if he hears this, we're thinking of him. So
you can expand that story maybe a little bit. This whole resurrection thing. So this Vladimir, he raised some money for you, or what was that? Yeah, is that right?
Yeah, he did a lot of pre-ordering. He got people to pre-order the album before we actually had a lineup together, and it just spiraled from there. A lot of people pledged money to buy the new album. We put a lineup together, and we were lucky. Mark had his own studio, and we recorded in the Art of Sound. Just thank everybody that pre-ordered. It went well beyond what we'd expected. So thanks to everybody that did that. Yeah.
Okay, so when you compare the old record with the Resurrection record now, is there a different approach? Is it basically the same music?
I'd say probably the difference would be other influences. Like when I wasn't in for the first album, Celtic Legacy album, I was second, and I just think my influence, and also Steve, the drummers, and Darren's, there's 3 songs, I think it is, that are written by all of us that are on it, and it's all just a little bit different now. It always kept the Celtic Legacy feel, but I think now with my vocals were a lot different than the last singer, Tom. But apart from that, I think it's more or less the same, except for a couple of different influences, but it's the same.
How far are you willing to take the band? So consider the fact you would be maybe very successful with the new record. How far would you be able to go?
You have to take it as far as we possibly can. We have a couple of record companies interested at the moment, and we have a management company interested at the moment. So we've a lot of ins and outs to sort out first. But hopefully now, within the next month or two, we'll have something solid, and we hope we can take this as far as we possibly can. Bigger stages, bigger audiences.
So you have not signed a deal so far?
No, we haven't signed anything yet. We're a little bit cautious. A lot of these contracts, you can't understand the fucking word that's written on them, and that's where the management company come in. They're going to basically look over everything for us and advise us. So we'll take it from there.
So being from Ireland, is that maybe a curse, or is it an opportunity or a benefit?
Ireland is definitely a curse for this type of music. I think the whole the pop thing and all that is just soaked around Ireland. There's no real metal scene. It's all a bit underground. So we're looking over towards you guys in Germany. Like that's where all the real fans are. So that's where we're at. So, but it's a curse, to be honest. It's good if you're a drinker. Drinking is good in Ireland, and it's equally good in Germany. But overall, a curse.
When you look at the scene here, it's quite interesting to see that there is, well, only very few bands that play traditional metal, or like most of it is death metal or black metal.
God, I can't honestly say that there is an original metal scene in Dublin at the moment. If there is, I can't find it. As Mark was saying, like it's really underground. The likes of Boyzone and Westlife and all that shit has really taken over, and you can't get a gig. And if you do get a gig, places have dress codes, which is fucking stupid. So the likes of the lads out of Crewcon and Gambit and that, like they're a breath of fresh air. It's great to be able to do a gig with the likes of them and help them, because we know like they'll help us, and didn't get into music to make enemies. We want to make as many friends as possible.
So you have a very close connection to Phil Lynott, or at least to a foundation that is carrying his name. Maybe you can tell us a little bit about that thing. Who wants to do it?
He'd be the history man over there. He'll have to do it.
we did a song on the first album called Glencore, which was the name of Phil's house out in Sutton, and we dedicated it to Phil, and we met his mother at one of the Vibes, and she loved it, and she got us to play it on it was a compilation album, and it was called The Spirit of the Black Rose. So when we did Resurrection, we said that we would donate €5 from every copy that we sold to the Roisin Dove Trust Fund, because they want to erect a statue of Phil in Dublin, and we think it's a fucking smashing idea. Like, he put Irish rock music really on the map.
All right, so our show is called What's Metal? So what do you think is metal? Is it just form of music? Can it be a form of lifestyle?
It's in you. Once you get it, once it's in you, then it's in you for life. You can't stop now. I have to say, now I've drifted off every now and again into country western music even. Never pop. But metal's always in you, and you can't get it out, so it is a lifestyle.